Well, folks, finally got it. After waiting, since November? So that's what, 3, 4 months to find out who the hell attacked Jade. Some type of confirmation, some type of story beat to continue the storyline beyond who attacked Jade. We finally got it. Finally got a segment which I was not expecting yesterday at all. I thought that Naomi would show up later on, maybe 2 or 3 weeks down the line. I thought Jade would be there, but not Naomi. When she said Naomi's name, by she I mean Bianca Belair, I was like, did she mean to say Jade? Then I heard Naomi's music, like, oh snap, Naomi's there. Naomi finally came out, told the truth to the WWE Universe and to Bianca and said, hey, I did it. And I'd do it again if I had the chance. It was a very, very good segment. One of the best I've seen. We're going to be talking about that here in a second. We're also going to be talking about Cody. Really, the promos for the story of the show, right? The matches were fine, but nobody really cares. LA Knight, new champion. Nobody really cares that much, right? Talking point are two promos. Promo from Bianca and Naomi, and promo from Cody Rhodes. Diving in that today. May talk about some other stuff like what's ever happening in Stardom or maybe the AEW show this weekend. We'll see. Hope all's well. Keenan, Sean, Brianna, what's up? It was a good show. Good show. I think SmackDown was a good show. I think SmackDown was a good show because it gave me what I wanted, which was the final reveal of confirmation about Jade Cargill and who attacked her. If it wasn't for that, SmackDown was just like pretty much your standard show. Nothing too shocking or important beyond that. But because I am invested in that storyline, because I wanted some type of conclusion, I enjoyed SmackDown probably more than the average person if you didn't care about the Jade Cargill stuff, right? What's up, David? I got Jimmy Uso vibe from Naomi. It was a very, very strong segment from both of them. Both of them acted their ass off, real emotion. We diving in all to that. SmackDown had a lot of women featured too. That's true. We got Alba Fire showing up out of nowhere, which I appreciated. She's on TV now. Great. I'm a fan of Alba Fire. She's great in the ring. She was doing nothing, but now they put her with Piper Niven and Chelsea Green. So that should be solid stuff for Alba Fire. She'll be on TV every week, so we can't complain about that. Yeah, I thought it was okay. Solid show, but the big takeaway was the Bianca Belair Naomi segment with Jade Cargill coming in at the end there. We'll be talking about that. Do me a favor, hit like, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Let's talk about that segment. Who do you see beating Chelsea for the title? Not Michin at this point. Who knows? It could be Zelina Vega. It could be somebody post Mania after the draft, maybe. I don't know. Based on the current SmackDown roster, I'll say Delina, but who knows? I have no conviction whatsoever on that. I thought they may pull the trigger tonight, but now that they brought in Alba Fire, they're going to roll with Alba Fire and Piper Niven as her security guards, or her detail, however you want to say it, for the foreseeable future. So I think Alba Fire's her inclusion has given her more life at champion, and she's doing a good job with character work, so I wouldn't expect a title change anytime soon now. Well, let's dive in to the segment of the show, which was Bianca Belair and Naomi. Now Bianca Belair came down to the ring, all business. Okay, she's not twirling her hair, she's not skipping. She came down to really get some answers, which I appreciated. There's no skipping, no twirling of the hair, none of that. She was about her business. She wanted to know why her two friends were fighting, what happened on that day, which was on Saturday. Why did you attack Naomi? I needed answers. Again, I was surprised that Naomi was there. But when she called her out, I was shocked. Oh snap, Naomi's there? We're doing this tonight? We're doing it. Because there's no way you can call out Naomi and not have answers. So she calls out Naomi. She said, hey, I should be thinking about WrestleMania, but I can't think about WrestleMania because my friends are fighting. Now I'm getting accused, so Naomi, come down and tell me what's going on. So Jade was not there, only Naomi was. She calls out Naomi. Naomi pops up, right? And we get this great segment between these two. Now Naomi is deflecting, not wanting to answer any questions. Not answer the question, which was, did you attack Jade? Oh, well, you see, Bianca, hear me out here, we need to focus on the tag titles, and you going to Mania, it's like, no, I want you to answer the question, did you attack Jade? Well, you see, you kept deflecting it. So at this point, okay, she's going to admit it. She did it. Okay, cool. Because I was actually concerned that they were going to go the dumb route, have Bianca Belair be involved. I've said time and time again, I even made a thread back in November that went viral. You guys remember that? I said, it only makes sense that Naomi did it. Any other scenario or plot line or anything else beyond that is stupid. I sat down, I thought about it. Does it make sense for Bianca to do it? Came up with every different scenario. It was all dumb. Naomi attacking Jade Cargill by herself made the most sense. I'm glad they went that route. Now, these women are really putting on their emotion. They're really telling a good story here. I was very much impressed with the acting chops from both of them, especially Naomi in the end. She finally admitted it. She broke down and the tears were running. I was very much impressed with these two. And at first, the crowd, it was a crowd, the crowd was kind of playful. And at first, they were wedding at first, like the first 10 seconds. But then they stopped. They realized, oh, this is an actual cinema. We need to be paying attention to this. It's not a ha-ha moment. We're asking them to pay attention to this. And the wedding stopped, and they dialed in, and they listened to what they were saying, and they got their promos across clear and accurate. I love that time when they were arguing back and forth over each other. It felt real. It felt natural. Bianca Belair was like, stop. No, stop. Naomi, stop. I need you to answer a question. And then Naomi finally took her time with it. She stalled and she stalls. She built up the emotion. She's like, yes, I did it. It was great. I thought it was definitely a WrestleMania build moment. I was thoroughly impressed with these two. And if Naomi and Bianca Belair don't get any more acting roles, well, Naomi had a little role in a recent movie, right? The Queen of the Ring. But if I was an agency, I'll be calling them up for different roles because these two are talented. They really are. The tears was running on Naomi's face with a little bedazzled neck brace. I was thrilled. Promo of the year for the women. Exactly. It was a promo of the year for the women without a question. The WWE hasn't had a moment like this probably since last year. Not even last year. It was last year. Early last year for the Bayley damage control segment. That was the closest we've gotten to that at this point. The best women's segment since that. It was, I was surprised by how well this was executed, how the crowd shut up, and then the reactions here when Naomi finally admitted it, so good. Naomi took the final step toward being a heel. She said, hey, I'll do it again, and I have no regrets. I would have pushed her harder. I wish I would have pushed her sooner, and you're an ungrateful bitch to Bianca Belair. She snapped. Okay, and now we have a situation where we have Bianca leaving Naomi behind because I think there's pretty much a clear cut here, like a clean cut for Bianca storyline wise. She got the truth out of Naomi. She said, "I'm done with you. It's over." Now she moves on, and Naomi stays to deal with Jade Cargill and the repercussions of that. I don't see Bianca Belair. I feel like there's a clean cut for Bianca here. I could be wrong. I feel like with this moment, getting the truth, saying she's done, walking away, and Jade Cargill stepping up, I feel like it was a way for Bianca Belair to completely remove herself from the storyline. Like she's done with this. And I could be wrong, but I'm thinking it makes the most sense considering the booking that Bianca Belair be done with this story now, move on to Rhea Ripley EO, and we'll talk about that more later. Move on to Rhea Ripley EO and be done with this. Because I don't think you have her, you had the Mania match. Got to focus on that storyline. Can't be doing both. Can't be going back and forth. Got to focus your attention for Bianca in the title picture for Mania. So I feel like this was a good wrap up for the storyline. For Bianca, at least. For Bianca. Naomi and Jake continue. For Bianca Belair, she wipes her hands of it. She turns her back on Naomi. And she's done. And even this moment here, when she calls her an ungrateful bitch, right? She turns around. Look at it. That's real emotion. Remind me to say something about Naomi's promo for a second. But then here, Jade Cargill comes down, right? She looks at Bianca. She's like, all right, Bianca. Almost gets her approval. Like, you good with this? Bianca like, go ahead. Like, do what you got to do. I think she's done. I could be wrong. But I think she's done with this storyline. Now Naomi tries to run. I'm like a Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley situation here. Tries to run, gets chased down, she gets beaten up, gets put into the jaded position. She screams, Bianca! I didn't catch it the first time, but she screamed Bianca. It's kind of funny. He got hit with the jaded. Bianca! Boom, that's kind of sad. And that's it for this segment, okay? Now, what I want to bring up is Naomi's promo. She said, when she's turning heel, basically, she said, every time I stand up for myself, y'all turn on me. I believe that was a reference to her leaving with Mercedes Moné. That moment in there. Nothing else makes sense for that. Like, there has to be that. She said, every time I stand up for myself, y'all turn on me. That was some real emotion from her. That was she drawing it from. That anger, she was drawing that from that moment. Makes too much sense. That's the only thing she could possibly be talking about. I thought it was very powerful and just real raw emotion from Naomi. Great stuff, great acting. This was a star moment for Naomi. A star-making moment for her. Hopefully they capitalize on this. Now, the way they're presenting Jade Cargill, similar to Rhea Ripley, with Liv Morgan, and this unstoppable force that can't be stopped, that you can't really contend with one-on-one. So they may have to have Naomi get a crew, which is why I have been pitching that Lash and Jakara will team up with Naomi and go after Jade Cargill. If you want to present her as this dominant babyface, then you have to give Naomi something else beyond just herself. There have to be something along with her. So I would suggest Lash and Jakara. If not, you're going to have Naomi running away the entire time based on how this is booked. Based on how they're presenting Naomi and Jade together, Naomi is going to be a chicken shit heel. That's what she did today, or last night. She ran away, right? So I guess they have to give her someone else. I would suggest Lash and Jakara to roll with Jade Cargill as a faction to then give Jade Cargill hell. Okay, that's what I would do. But that's just me. I freaking suggested that a long time ago. Back in November, I said, hey, you should do Naomi with Lash and Jakara once she turns heel. And I think they should do that. Now, my question is, do we get this match at Mania? Do we get Jade Cargill against Naomi at Mania? I don't know. I'm not going to say I know for a fact one way or the other. I would hope so. But I don't know. It just depends on what Triple H wants to do. Those are very valuable, limited spots. Okay? They're very valuable, limited spots. So we cannot say beyond a shadow of a doubt that this story, as great as it would be, as awesome it would be, we cannot say with beyond a shadow of a doubt that he will book this for Mania. I would do it. Since you're invested in Jade Cargill so much, since you care about her so much, since you put so much resources in her, well, then give her a Mania match, non-title, against Naomi. Why not? You're doing Drew, Damian Priest. You're doing some other stuff that are non-title. Why not do Jade, Naomi? Does anybody have a reason why this match shouldn't happen? Come on, anyone? They deserve a Mania spot after last night. I agree. Especially after last night. Naomi deserves something. That performance, I think she does. But do you guys agree that Bianca Belair is now done with this? They make the split here. They drew a line in the sand. Now Bianca Belair goes back to Raw to deal with Rhea Ripley and Io. And now Jade and Naomi are over here away from Bianca. You agree? I feel like a clean cut for Bianca here with the story. No need to have Bianca Belair going back and forth at this point. Know who did it? It was Naomi. Naomi got beef with Jade Cargill and Bianca, but for now, the focus is Jade, Naomi, Bianca, you out of here. Go to Raw, deal with Rhea Ripley and Io, and have Jade Cargill with Naomi over here. It makes the most sense. It seems clean to me. That's what I would do. Bianca Belair would not be involved anymore. I agree. Yep. If Bianca wins at Mania, I can see it coming back up. Sure. You can continue the storyline down the road. Sure. But for right now, I just think for the sake of Mania season, I think they should let it go. Now, I'm saying that this is a clear cut, right? But there are plenty of folks, IWC, who still believe somehow, some way, that Bianca Belair is involved. Now, I don't want to call these people stupid, but I think that thought is stupid. You're not stupid. I think that thought is stupid at this point. It was dumb that Bianca Belair was involved before. Gone through it time and time again. It makes no sense. Now, after all you've seen last night, you still think she did it? I got no words. But I'm seeing it all over the place. It's funny, but I'm seeing it all over the place. Like, they're saying, oh, I still think Bianca Belair is involved. I'm like, how? Like, what? It didn't make any sense before. Now you still think she did it? Naomi said, I did it. Jade Cargill attacked her, and then she knows she did it. What's there to... I'm confused. Play it out. Play it out in your head. How is Bianca Belair still involved at this point? Now that Jade Cargill knows Naomi did it before, right? Before she admitted it, she knew it. Naomi admitted it to Bianca Belair. Said Bianca Belair was an ungrateful bitch. And now you still think that Bianca Belair is involved? It makes no sense. You're trying to be right instead of getting it right. Say it again. Instead of getting it right, you want to be right. Right? You thought that somehow, some way, there'll be some swerve and Bianca Belair did it because you're obsessed with her turning heel. You desperately want her to turn heel. So whether it makes sense or not, just do it. I want heel Bianca, right? So it doesn't matter if it makes sense or not. That's what you thought. You're wrong, but now you cannot admit it. So you're holding on to this delusion. You don't want to get it right. You want to be right. That's the difference. A big difference between that. Getting it right is clear as day. It's obvious Bianca Belair was not involved. Naomi attacked Jade Cargill. That storyline makes the most sense from the very beginning. Never made sense. I've gone through it time and time again. It never made sense for Bianca Belair to be involved with the Jade Cargill attack. Now, Bianca Belair can turn heel down the road, sure, by some other storyline, by some other means. Maybe she comes to one day agree with Naomi, sure. But as it stands right now, Naomi attacked Jade Cargill by herself. Bianca Belair was not involved, and that's just that. Now, you can live in dreamland and in denial all day long, sure. But the reaction I'm seeing online is beyond comical. I'm like, what's going on here? Bianca Belair and Naomi are both dressed in black. This is funny. Bianca Belair and Naomi are both dressed in black. It's too straightforward. What common sense, logic is too straightforward. Hunter likes to make us feel like we understand what's happening. So you want the nonsensical route rather than the sensible route. It makes perfect sense. Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Jade were in the big three. We see Bianca Belair and Jade going around doing all these interviews, doing a Hot One segment on YouTube, doing all these spots on YouTube with different podcasts, stuff like that. They're getting all this shine. Meanwhile, Naomi losing match after match, not getting the same shine as them. She got jealous. Duh. Straightforward. There's nothing wrong with straightforward and sensible storylines. I like things making sense. I don't know about you. When I turn on TV, I don't like watching stuff that doesn't make no sense. I like storylines and character motivations that make sense. I don't like watching stuff that don't make no sense. I get upset when I watch bad storytelling. I don't know about you. There was no storyline where Jade Cargill was attacked by Bianca. It makes sense. I'm sorry. That's just a fact of the matter. So instead of hoping for nonsense, how about we be happy that they gave a storyline that actually makes sense? So please embrace sensible storytelling, not nonsense. Okay? I think there's another one in here. There's a bunch. Saying that right now. There's a bunch. I'm just laughing at this point. Like, I'm not going to argue with folks. I'm no point in arguing. Just laughing. You're gonna laugh. WWE is never that cut and dry. There's more to the story. What story? It will play out in time, but right now, Naomi admitted to doing it. What do you mean right now? She's gonna not admit to it later on? Like, what are you talking about? Like, the delusion. They're committed to being right and not getting it right. Okay? They're committed to being right, but not getting it right. It's over. You're wrong. It was Naomi. Now, Naomi did drop some bars. She had some really good moments. We said, Naomi, what she said? She said Jade Cargill was riding her coattails. Did she lie? Where's the lie? They put Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill together so Bianca Belair could bring her along. Bianca Belair was getting all the pinfalls, right? She was getting all the big pinfalls during the tag team run. Jade Cargill was riding Bianca Belair's coattails. That's what happened in kayfabe and in real life. Okay, that's what was happening. Sorry to tell you the truth. So Naomi was dropping bars, but she was misguided because she thought Bianca Belair needed to be saved from Jade Cargill. Bianca Belair was fine with the situation. She was fine with the tag team run they're on. She didn't need to be saved from anything. And that's Naomi's problem. She got jealous. Ultimately, it came down to Naomi's jealousy. She wants to say that she said she did it for Bianca. That makes no sense. Really, right? I did it for you, Bianca. No, you did it for yourself. Bianca Belair didn't need any saving. She was perfectly fine. She can say she did it for Bianca Belair, but in truth, she did it for herself. That's what it was about. She wanted to be champion. She got jealous, and she wanted Bianca Belair to be her tag team partner. Remember, Bianca Belair and her were friends first, right? They had a relationship. Jade Cargill came out of nowhere. And now she got jealous, and that was it. It's about herself. Speaking of Jade Cargill coming out of nowhere, Shayna Baszler, Chelsea Green, and Nia Jax all apparently don't like her in real life. Funny how that works. There was a report from Dave and Fightful that the women in the locker room don't really care for Jade Cargill that much. Don't really care for her that much. Chelsea Green is messy. She is messy. Chelsea Green is funny, man. You don't care on Twitter. She be telling like all the story, all the truth. Like, let me see Chelsea Green real quick. Now that I mention it, maybe she deleted it. Chelsea Green wants all the smoke online. She don't hold back nothing. She don't hold back nothing online. Let me see something real quick. So she enjoyed Bianca Belair and Naomi. Said pure cinema. So, but beyond that, let's see something real quick. Let's see. Did she delete it? Here it is. Chelsea stayed running to the dirt sheets in GCs. I don't know why she can't just be messy with her wife, Zack Ryder. That's rude. She said the Wolves line was kind of rude though. So Jade Cargill had this video that she produced with Ricky Staints, aka Ricky Starks. She had a line in there that said, the women are like wolves, right? So they took that personally backstage. Chelsea Green's like, that line's kind of rude though. You don't care. Let me see, there's more here. There's more from Chelsea Green. Let's see. I know there is. Here it is. Damn, at least you could do is tag me so I could get some followers. Read that again. Damn, at least you could do is tag me so I get some followers. These coworker wolves had to show me this tweet. So there's people backstage, I don't know who it was, on the roster that showed Chelsea Green this tweet. They are, I don't know what to say about, I don't know what's going on. I don't know how much is them joking around backstage or this is real heat. Like, she's referencing this tweet as if they're saying people backstage showed her this like they're gossiping together with their phones backstage. Let's see. So apparently, if this can be taken at face value, Touch Green, Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, and the crew, and they all have a little bit of beef, a little bit of tension with Jade Cargill. I kind of believe it, not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Because there was a report that they don't believe that she's actually injured. Take a look at Nia Jax's tweet here. I didn't touch her. She probably took herself out on another tropical vacation somewhere. So according to a report from Fightful, some people backstage don't think she's actually injured. They think she faked her injury to go take a vacation. And here is Nia Jax referencing that in his tweet back in the day. I'm like, okay, things starting to make some sense now. Certainly some of these tweets that came out before starting to make sense. A little bit, like there's a little bit of like passive aggressive stuff going on here. Remember when Jade Cargill fell off the rope when he went for that springboard? And Shayna Baszler was like, Shayna was like, rope issues. But Zoe Stark, wait, here it is. Rope issues, but Zoe Stark nailed 3 perfect springboards. MVP status. That was clearly a shot at Jade Cargill. So I don't know how much of this is just them having fun backstage, or how much of it is real. But yeah, that's the situation. Nia Jax is the last person talking. Hey, Nia Jax has done well. She's come back and she's done great. She's been a great asset to the women's division. Hey, she had a lot of heat, and that helps the baby faces. So Nia Jax has done well. So according to the reports, Jade wanted time off before the injury. But people think, by people, I believe the people backstage, some of them think, oh, she's not actually injured. She said she's injured, so she take that vacation that she wanted to take before this injury came up. So that's why you think that it's BS. Some people think that backstage. We don't know. I'm just having a laugh. This is funny for me. I'm not taking a side here. I don't know what happened. It's just funny. Shayna Baszler don't bother anybody, right? She had a good reputation. She's been around for many years. She don't bother nobody. So I have a hard time believing that Shayna Baszler just going after Jade for no reason. Like she's being nasty for no reason. She got a good reputation. She's well liked backstage. So I'm gonna give Shayna Baszler the benefit of the doubt. Like I'm saying I'm not gonna take any sides. I'm not gonna attack Shayna or attack Jade. I don't know what happened, but I do know that Shayna Baszler has a very good reputation backstage. That's all I'm gonna say. And Chelsea Green is messy. That's for sure. She don't care. She does not care when it comes to Jade right now, or when it comes to Tessa. She said what you want to say. You got a problem with you? She will subtweet you. She will come out and say it on Twitter. Clearly, she has no problem rattling some cages. And I kind of respect it. At the same time, like you can you want to think that backstage is all kumbaya. I kind of like that. I kind of like feeling that way. That it's all kumbaya backstage, but sometimes it's not. Anyway, back to this, okay? No, Bianca Belair is not involved. So, going forward, I'm hoping to bring Lash and Jakara into this, give Naomi a faction, let her ride with that faction, and then build up a threat to Jade Cargill. Because right now, the way Jade Cargill is booked, you don't think anybody's gonna beat her. That's how strong she is. So, give her a faction. I mean, Triple H, you're already reading all my tweets anyway. Why not just... Let me show you this real quick. I'm joking about her reading my tweets. Now, I did... My tweet that went viral back in November, Naomi, I know, saw it because she quoted it. She quote tweeted it. But I said in that thread, I'll go back and look. It went viral. But this is the tweet that Naomi subtweeted, right? Or quoted, right? I said in here that I gave him a reason for why Naomi should do it. And right there, I said, boom, big three. The new big three. It was back in November. I'm hoping that when Naomi saw this, she said, hey, guys, Wouldn't it be a good idea to have me, Lash, and Jakara? If this happens, taking credit. Even if I'm wrong, I'm taking credit. Even if it wasn't me, I'm taking credit. Love how people think Jade versus Naomi is a Mania match. Like, bro, this is a SmackDown match. The story could get there. Now, I agree to a certain extent that the issue really is Jade. Now, Naomi she's been cooking in the ring recently, right? The issue is really Jade. We don't know how far along she is at this point. That's really the issue. But I will never say no to more women on the card. So if they can make this match a Mania match, then do it. Book Jade, Naomi, have Lash and Carl come down there to get involved, interfere, whatever. They're clearly invested in her. But this year will be the key. This year will be like the real like indicator. Cause last year they kind of cheated. They wanted to have Bianca versus Tiffany at first, and they pivoted to Bianca with the big three. So now Bianca Belair, her power, her weight, the weight of her character, like how big she is within the WWE universe, they can get away with that. They put her in a tag match with Bianca and Naomi. But now Bianca Belair is away from Jade. So now what's going to happen? Will she have a Mania match, or will she be off the card? If she's on the card, especially in a non-title match, that will speak so much about how much they feel about Jade Cargill. That will tell the truth. That will be clear at that point. If she has a non-title match on Mania, wow. They are all in on the Cargill to that right now. All in. I don't think it'll be smart to not have Jade get some reps. Well, what they could do, if they did this, right? Have her wrestle Lash, have her wrestle Jakara, get some reps in that way. That way, during the Mania match, she'll get some, she'll be warmed up, I guess, so to speak. I would use these three, or these two, Lash and Jakara, to help Jade get in shape for the match. I mean, what else is Lash doing? What is Jakara doing? You tell me. They're in NXT right now. There's no tag team titles down there. They're doing nothing. They're not on TV. If Lash and Jakara are not on TV, why not just call them up right now, put them with Naomi for the sake of the Mania build, because they're not doing anything right now. Anyway, so like, who are we kidding? They're not doing anything. Not a damn thing. So that's what I would do with Jade and Naomi. Now I will say, hopefully folks are now coming to grips with the fact that, I love this shot, by the way. I love this. It's not even like, this is like a camera from a fan. Great cinematic shot, I think. Now, in regard to Bianca Belair, she's still a face. She's not a heel, okay? Now she goes into the storyline with Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. Bianca Belair is hurt. She lost a friend. Meanwhile, Rhea Ripley is also hurt, and she's saying there's no such thing as friends. Interesting parallel between the two. Very interesting parallel between Rhea Ripley and Bianca right now. Now, you gotta know how I feel about the streak. I think Bianca Belair should continue to have a streak. I think it'd be better for the women's division. That's a storyline that does not need a title. So years down the line, you have a Bianca Belair streak storyline where you have her face off against someone without a title on the line. And it'll be a big enough story to carry that Mania match, I think. And they stop Bianca Belair's winning streak. Similar to The Undertaker. I think that'd be very, very good. But in a vacuum, if you take that away, if you ignore that completely, I think Io Sky should retain. So the only reason why I think Bianca should win will be because of the streak, not really because of storyline. I'm thinking down the road, I'm thinking long term with Bianca Belair in that regard. Whereas with the current storyline, I think it makes more sense for Naomi to face Jade, and for Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley to face Io, and Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley both lose, and Io retains. For a couple reasons. One, I think because Bianca Belair is not heel yet, I don't think it'd be smart to put a belt on her right now. If they were doing Bianca Belair the heel, then I say go ahead, pull the trigger. Pull the trigger now. But not doing that. So because Bianca Belair is a face, and Rhea Ripley is a face, and they're both kind of dynamic characters, going through different issues, it'd be better to keep them on the same level. In order to do that, they both had to go into Mania, and they both had to lose. Meanwhile, Io Sky, which unfortunately is playing the role of title holder. I talked about that last time, my last stream. The position of title holder with no promos, no real storyline, that's her position right now. So while they're telling a storyline with Bianca and Rhea Ripley, those are real main characters. The actual belt holder is not really a part of it. She's just there to hold the belt and be champion while they tell the real story with Bianca and Rhea Ripley. This happens a lot with Asuka champion, and I think it will happen with Io. She's just there to be the champion so they can tell the story they want to tell. But she's not really important to the storyline. So she'll go into the match, she'll retain, but she's not the focus. The focus is the dynamic between Bianca and Rhea Ripley, which I think we're going to get that, unfortunately. So I'm hopeful that the Io Sky stands are fine with that. You want to be champion, a babyface champion? Cool. Just know that she will not be the focus. The focus will be Bianca and Rhea Ripley, and she'll just be the title holder, if that makes sense, right? So, for the sake of the future, I say Bianca Belair should keep her Mania streak. But for the sake of the current story, I think Bianca and Rhea Ripley should both lose, and Io retain. And maybe down the line get Dakota Kai turn, so then you have Dakota Kai, Io Sky situation there. Meanwhile, Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley are still like rivals, both chasing at the same time and having their issues, stuff like that. So that could work that way as well. So again, if Bianca Belair was going to be heel, I say pull the trigger. But that's not happening. Who does Io pin? You'll protect the finisher because in 3 ways, no disqualifications, regardless. So you can protect whoever gets pinned because no DQ. So you can really drive home the fact that the person got beat up or the person got hit with something, whether it be a chair or whatever. Like because of no DQ, you can really protect somebody. Probably makes the most sense for her to pin Rhea Ripley, just to kind of drive home the fact that Rhea can't beat Io. But it doesn't really matter because you can really protect them because of the 3-way, no DQ. So you can really protect whoever wins, whoever loses, whoever gets pinned, basically. This heel run could be the greatest thing that happened to Naomi's career. Yes, I agree. I think she could be top heel, but I think she need to be on the brand away from Bianca Belair, if that makes sense. I think when they do the draft, Bianca and Rhea Ripley should go to Raw. Naomi stay on SmackDown with maybe Lash and Jakara. You keep Jade on SmackDown. Split it up that way. Let Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley be away from them. Then later on down the road, maybe next year, the following year, you can pull in Bianca with Jade Cargill in a new storyline. But for the sake of going forward, for the sake of this year, I put Bianca and Rhea Ripley together, put Naomi and Jade away from them for now. I wonder how long they can keep Jade away from the title. I think when Jade Cargill chases the title, it won't be the one that Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley are chasing. It'll be separate. So when Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley are chasing maybe the world title that Io has on Raw, Jade will be chasing the other title that maybe Charlotte Flair has. So maybe Charlotte Flair will be champion and Jade Cargill chases Charlotte, where Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley are chasing Io or whatever, something like that. Basically what I'm saying, keep Bianca and Jade away from each other. Keep them away. Jade over here, Bianca over here. Let Jade role by herself. Let her handle her own business away from Bianca Belair for a little bit, for the love of Christ, you know. He had to prove Naomi wrong. Jade had to prove Naomi wrong. Naomi said that Jade is riding Bianca Belair's coattails, right? So she got to prove that she's wrong. Only way you can do that if she's away from Bianca Belair for the love of Christ. I think after the Naomi feud, Jade will go after the title. Agreed. Which will probably be held by Charlotte Flair. Yeah, Charlotte Flair might need to worry about Jade. Probably. Hopefully, Jade will be along by then, in the ring at least, so that she can handle a Charlotte Flair feud. A lot of star power there, but the match got to deliver. Is Tiffany costing Charlotte Flair the win next week against BFAB? No. Tiffany is now a face. Let's talk about that now. Let's dive right into Charlotte Flair Tiffany. Let's just do that. How about Bianca and Naomi? Good stuff, good writing, good delivery, good shit. Dive right into Charlotte Flair Tiffany. Has it already been 41 minutes? Damn, time flies. I feel like 25. Man, 21 minutes already. Let's dive into Charlotte Tiffany real quick. I have things to say. First of all, that's a beautiful figure 8. This is the feud that creative have decided to not pay attention to. Like, every year, there's a feud that the creative doesn't care about, especially with the women's division. Fortunately for Charlotte Flair and Tiffany, they chose their feud. We don't know why Charlotte Flair picked Tiffany, which is the problem number one. You can't. I can stop there. You stop right there. We don't know why the two are fighting. How can you get in the storyline? We don't know why person A wants to fight person B. It's dead on arrival. It's dead. The storyline is dead on arrival. I don't care about any of this because I don't know why they're fighting. And until they address that, this feud is going nowhere. So I would sincerely hope that next SmackDown, Charlotte Flair gets on the mic and says, hey, this is why I picked Tiffany over Julia and Rhea Ripley. Hopefully it's compelling and interesting, because right now, Charlotte Flair is a heel attacking babyface Tiffany. And I'm like, why? Tiffany's now a face. I'm like, why? It just doesn't really work. Okay? Because there's no reasoning. There's no reason. No explanation for nothing. There's no character motivations. So how can I be invested in the storyline or not invested in the character's motivations? So Tiffany had a match against Piper Niven. She's trying to be face now. Not really working very well for her. Again, because the storyline is not there, so you can't really get invested in her character. So she beat up Tiffany. She left her land. Kind of like laughed at her and said, I'm the queen, top girl, and you're just a nothing. That's that. Who cares? Who cares? Don't feel bad for Tiffany, because I'm not invested in the character. So why do I care that she got beat up? It's bad. The question is, who wins? I don't know. Can't tell by storyline, because there is no story. So I guess Tiffany retains, and then maybe at Backlash or whatever, Charlotte Flair wins. Ultimately, Charlotte Flair is winning the belt. Ultimately, she's winning. When? I don't know, but sometime in 2025, Charlotte will take the belt off of Tiffany. It depends on when it's going to happen. Will it happen at Mania or some other time? Hell, maybe it happened at Saturday Night Main Event. I don't know. Or SmackDown. I don't know, but yeah. Thoughts? You guys have thoughts on this? I'm disappointed. Not surprised, but I'm disappointed on the entire build here. This is getting a short stick. It's being ignored. It happens, I guess. Will Michin be at ringside cheering on BFAB next week? Probably not. Only because Michin doesn't have beef with Charlotte Flair right now. So probably, by the way, that match is happening in Spain. So hot crowd for BFAB and Charlotte Flair. Big match for BFAB there in Spain. I don't think so. I think Charlotte Flair would just beat her in about 5 minutes. And that'll be that. Tiffany comes out afterwards though. But because Tiffany got attacked here, right? Because she got attacked here, after she beats up BFAB, a good girl Tiffany, babyface Tiffany will come out there to get her licks on Charlotte Flair. Maybe a pull apart brawl in Spain. Maybe that happens. But Tiffany will pop up after the match. Charlotte's winning at Mania period. 50-50. 50-50. But yeah, this storyline is not very good. I don't really care about it, which is why I can't spend that much time talking about it, because there's nothing to talk about really. Fortunately, I like both talents. Match will probably be really good. Probably a good match, but I just don't care. It's a shame. It's a shame. But this is what the fans wanted. This is what the IWC wanted. So no complaining, no bitching, no moaning. I can complain because I've been consistent on this the entire time, but IWC was desperate for this match. They wanted it so bad. Now you got it. What's the story? I don't know. Well, you know, did it to yourself. Yeah, did it to yourself. Mercy. No story whatsoever. What else happened? Oh yeah, Alba Fire. We're talking about ladies right now. Alba Fire is back on TV. She has joined Chelsea Green. She is Agent A. That's her name. And Piebridge Agent P. So yeah, they are now backing up Chelsea Green, which means Chelsea Green has more life as champion. I thought they put the trigger on I thought they pulled the trigger on Michin tonight, maybe, or last night. It didn't happen. So that's it for Michin. No title for Michin, I don't think. So we'll see how long she holds the belt. But Alba Fire, happy to see her. Very good talent. Very good in the ring. Deserves some more time on TV. So I'm glad they gave it to her. Fun street fight. Street fight was fun. But I'm really, really happy to see Alba Fire because I think she's very, very good. You know, I would prefer her being a singles competitor on Raw, chasing Lyra Valkyria. They went with this route, which was probably the route they're going to give, the role they're going to give Blair Davenport, but they gave it to Alba Fire. Don't hate it. Don't hate it. It's fine. No complaints from me. Happy to see her. Very good talent. The forever champion she is. The forever champ. Yeah, hit that Canadian Destroyer. Talented. He's a talented in-ring competitor. Always has been. Hopefully this new change give her a boom, hit that Destroyer. Look at that. Bang, Destroyer. Hopefully this new role will give her more TV time. Yeah, she's very, very talented. Good for Alba Fire. Good for Alba. Since Alba joined Chelsea and Piper, who will join Michin and BFAB? Zelina Vega? Zelina, or... yeah, probably Zelina. That's probably what it is. The mid card on SmackDown is very small. Small mid card. So it makes sense to pull her over from Raw. I wonder if that means Becky may show up on Raw. I don't know. But the mid card on SmackDown was thin by their own making. They cut Blair Davenport. They cut I'm gonna say Ivy now. Isla Dawn, and put Alba Fire on SmackDown. Makes all sense in the world. I saw some people saying, but why would you why not just keep Blair Davenport? They do that because they wanted to make cuts. So now they're paying one woman instead of three. Simple as that. As cold as that is, that's what's happening. They wanted to pay one woman instead of three. So they cut Blair, they cut Isla Dawn, and then put Alba Fire in the position that Blair was going to be in. It is what it is. What's up, Dragon Slayer? They will do Zelina Meechin B-Fab against Chelsea Piper, yeah, and Alba Fire. I agree. That's perfectly fine. Now, Cody Rhodes came down to the ring, all beaten up, to cut a promo. I didn't tell you that. Cut it again. I said Cody Rhodes came down, cut a promo on John Cena. Strong babyface promo. Cody's very much over. John Cena got booed. So Cody Rhodes has reached a position where no matter who you are, if you attack him, you're now the heel. Okay, so that go for John Cena. Probably go for CM Punk as well. If CM Punk would have joined Rock, he would got booed against Cody Rhodes as well. I think Cody Rhodes is in a very good position here going forward at the top face. He's the company guy. Kyle loves him. There's no way to turn him. According to reports, Dwayne Johnson wanted to turn him heel. Like, Dwayne Johnson is batting like terrible numbers right now. He's on a bad batting average. At first, last year, he wanted to do himself against Roman Reigns against the fans' wishes, right? That got torpedoed online. Now this year, he wanted to do Cody Rhodes being a heel, like The Rock. I'm sorry, Dwayne Johnson. Just fall back. Your ideas are not working, and they're terrible. Why the hell would you turn Cody Rhodes heel right now? It makes no sense whatsoever. According to Fightful, this is real. They pitched Cody Rhodes to turn heel. Cody's like, no. Rightfully so. I don't know what Dwayne Johnson thinking. Back-to-back years, bad ideas. Much better to have John Cena turn. But yeah, The Rock needs to like shut up now. Let's just fall back and do what you're told when it comes to creative. I get you're on the board. I get it, but when it comes to creative, you just need to chill. Your ideas suck. Great promo from Cody Rhodes. Very good. And The Rock came down with his freaking, his shirt saying, "Don't give up." Well, he gave up, right? They ended on, you want some, couldn't get some. Very good, strong promo from Cody Rhodes. I think The Rock doesn't show up until like the week after next on our episode of Raw. So I guess Cody will be on Raw that day. That's the one in Europe, right? Let's see. It definitely is. Let me see the schedule real quick. WWE tickets. WWE tickets. It is. Next Raw is in South Carolina. And then we are in Belgium. That's one that The Rock will be there with John Cena. Well, I don't know about The Rock, but I do know John Cena will be there. So John will be there for the 17th of March. Oh, here it is. Look at that. It's all there for you. They show it to you. Farewell Tour, Rock, Belgium. Well, this isn't like this is the wrong type of image. Wrong image. You need to bring a heel image here. Belgium, Scotland, London. Rock. Not John Cena, not The Rock. John Cena. So we can expect him to respond to Cody on the 17th of this month. So next week. No, the week after next. Becky could return in Madison Square Garden? Yes. Here's a question. Let's say Becky does return Monday. Monday is Madison Square Garden. What do you want her to do? I have my thoughts. I want to hear from you guys. What do you want Becky to do? Let's say she shows up Monday in New York at Madison Square Garden where the Knicks play. What do you want her to do? Here it is. Madison Square Garden. Next week. Which is 2 days from now. Steel cage match. Got CM Punk, Gunther, Liv, Rhea, Jay, Kofi, Bianca will be there, I'm sure. New York loves Bianca. She'll be there. What do you want from Becky on this show if she shows up? There you go, David. That's what I'm talking about. I want Becky to show up and confront Lyra as a heel. And we get Becky Lyra at Mania. That is a title match. It has Becky Lynch, so it's a Mania match. That's what I'm doing. But right now, I would guess that Becky shows up after Mania. In my opinion, Monday's the last day. If she doesn't show up at the Garden, it's over. It's over. No Mania match for Becky Lynch if he doesn't show up in 2 days. He has to show up in 2 days or it's over. That's how I feel about it. Well, if you had a promotion, who would be the aces of your women's division? That is a hell of a question. I can pick anybody. I can pick anyone. I need to know the parameters. What are my parameters? Is the entire world open to my picks or yes, anyone? My ace of the women's division is one. It's a good question. I'll say I'll give you 3 names, not just one. I'll give you 3. Bianca Belair, 3. Stephanie McCare for the sake of diversity. All right. So when I say diversity, I mean in ring. So Bianca Belair gives you that, that athleticism in the ring, explosive athlete. As Free gives you that Joshi action, and then Luchadora from Stephanie McCare. So they'll be the three my aces for the women's division. Bianca, Cirie, Stephanie. Can't go wrong there. Yeah, can't go wrong there. Bayley hinted about going after the IC title. When did that happen? I know Raquel wants to go after the IC title. So when did she say that? Yeah, my 3 is Bianca, Cirie, and Stephanie. Look at that picture of John Cena. Hilarious. He's mad. Man, it's mad over here. 3 has no charisma or personality. Yeah, personality. Go watch her in NXT. Yeah, personality in NXT. Her demeanor and her character in Japan is more regal. It's more serious. It's more dialed in. In NXT, she was more bubbly, had more personality. So it's in there. It just depends on what character she's displaying. But I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that at all. On Raw, the promo didn't air on TV. Oh, wow. Let me see something real quick. Bailey. I think I remember now. Now I think about it. I think I actually remember now. Never mind. I remember that. I remember that. Okay. I remember that now. So you're saying you may have a multi-woman match? You may have like a multi-woman. So like Raquel. No, she's a tag team champion. So maybe Bailey, Lyra, Roxanne. A multi-woman IC title match at Mania. That might work. Why do people keep calling Saria a dropship merchant, considering that's what everybody does over there? The entire Joshi scene does a lot of drop kicks. They all do it. A lot of it. Mayu Watani, uh, Mehi Sarah, they all do the drop kicks. A lot of them. They spam the drop kicks. All of them do it. Oh, you just tagged me in it? Okay, cool. Let's see. Matter of fact, I'll play it.
With, but I'd be lying. For one, I want to say congratulations to Bianca. She's someone I've had so much history with. We all know that, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't disappointed that I came out on top in that match, because now my road to WrestleMania is even more unclear. But this kid over here said I'm the best, so I'm gonna keep that in my mind and just kind of.
I remember this promo.
Forward.
He is nodding in agreement off to the side over here. You know, in a few minutes, we're going to see Lyra Valkyria defend her Intercontinental Championship against Ivy Nile. And you know this, there has never been more opportunity in the women's division. How much have you thought about that as you look for a path to WrestleMania?
Well, I have beat Lyra once to get into the chamber, and as much respect as I have for her and what she's been doing so far, we're about to see what they can do with the Women's Intercontinental Championship. I mean, when one door closes, you gotta knock down another one, because my journey to WrestleMania doesn't stop at Elimination Chamber. My journey to WrestleMania continues until I walk down that ramp, until I see the 60, 80,000 people there, however many people are there, and I make my own way to WrestleMania.
You know what's funny? I remember this promo. I remember the promo. I just forgot about it. I heard the entire promo before, but you're right. She didn't hint at. She didn't say it specifically, but she said finding another way, another route to Mania. So you can imply that she meant like maybe chasing the IC title. So yeah, I heard that before. I forgot completely. But yeah, that makes sense. I could see a multi-woman match for the IC title. Maybe again, Raquel, Roxanne, Bailey, Lyra, something like that. Get people on the card. I don't mind title matches for our singles to get women on the card. I don't mind that. I don't mind like 4 ways or 5 ways for a title. No, I don't mind that. Multi-woman tag match, I don't like. That's just super lazy. We have a storyline where women are chasing a title. That's fine. Just don't give me no 6-woman tag or some 8-woman tag bullshit. Don't give me that. Or battle royal. No. I don't like that. Randy Orton had a big, long promo at the beginning of the show talking about KO. It was fine. I mean, I didn't really care about it too much, but I mean, it is what it is. I wanted to bring attention to it, but it wasn't the best. It was just like, whatever, he's back. Here's Kevin Owens. We get it. Setting up Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, cool. It is what it is. Did you see the video of Stephanie on Bubba? Yeah, I did. She had a dream match with Io. Yep. She did. Io has a lot of respect. Stephanie spent a lot of time in Japan. Io is big over there. She is revered. Hold her in high regard. So, yes, her dream match in WWE is Io. Which is Cool. Io is one of the greats, one of the best to ever come out of Japan. Pretty Deadly won the tag match. Fine. That's fine. What else happened? We had that spot where Braun Strowman not power slam, but choke slam Jacob through the table. Jacob got right back up and started walking, and nothing happened. So the building back up. Well, this is different. This is the BFAB. The BFAB Charlotte altercation, setting up a match for next week. What I wanted to talk about was Jacob getting toe slammed through the table. I barely talk about LA Knight. It's funny. Can you tell I don't really care that much about that title, the US title, and that picture between the title picture between Shinsuke and LA Knight? I don't care that much. Not that much, unfortunately. But did a good job building up Braun Strowman now to be more of a threat. He put Jacob through the table, so good for him. I'm liking that he's treating him like a big threat, not like a big deal. That's cool. The god of Joshi wrestling. This stand, I'm convinced it keeps dropping. This boom arm keeps dropping. I'm convinced. I keep having to readjust it. It's annoying. What else happened on SmackDown is worth talking about? I don't think anything else happened really. How about street fight? Good street fight. BFAB came out there. So BFAB had multiple segments. So she was in the street fight and she was in the segment with Charlotte Flair. Good for her. BJ came out there with the Philadelphia jersey to get some applause, get some cheers. It worked, I guess. It worked. Don't care about LA. Oh, next week is gonna be Melo against Randy Orton. That's a good match. Ruka pinned Chelsea Green on NXT. Sure did. Will she get a shot at the title? I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Okay, did the Scorpion Rising? Yes, she sure did. That was Mako's finisher. That's very cool. Very, very cool to see the Scorpion Rising on SmackDown. Oh, speaking of Mako, I'm glad you put that in there in the chat. Mako was in the PC. I'm telling you, folks. Don't be surprised. I think she was there to talk business. She's there to talk business. Don't be surprised. On the farewell tour, if you don't know, she's retiring. Mako's retiring this last year, and she will be in America for some time. I think she came to the PC, talk business with Shawn Michaels. Don't be surprised if she faces somebody at Stand and Deliver, whether it's Roxanne Perez or something like that. I would not be surprised one bit. We got Mako against Roxanne or something like that. But here she is at the PC with Julia. And what's his face? I can't remember his name right now. But yeah, just don't be surprised if they talk some business. You may see Mako have her last match at Stand and Deliver. Or in WWE at least. Because there's more matches after WrestleMania weekend, I'm sure. Oh, thank you, Casper, by the way, by adding me. I didn't even see that till just now. But yeah, it's good shit. Actually, this may be why I bookmarked it, so never mind. I can't remember anymore. I can't remember how I saw this tweet. Maybe it was by this ad. So thank you anyway. But yeah, I mean, I'm thinking we could get Mako against Roxanne, and then maybe Mako gets that win, because you remember Kept losing to Roxanne. So maybe that's the match for Stand and Deliver. Roxanne against Mako. I'll do that. She's on the. Let me talk to my man right quick. Mako's been wrestling. Had a banger against Sari. Had a banger against Sari. She had a banger against a couple people now. She's wrestling right now. I mean, her knees. Her knees are fine. She's wrestling. Check this out. He has been grinding the past few months. Since the beginning of the year, she wrestled with Nania Takahashi and Marigold. She wrestled against Manami. Very good match. Everywhere. She's going everywhere. She wrestled against, she's literally going to every promotion. Here she is in her own promotion, Sinai Girls. Went to Marigold, went to JTO, and faced Tomoka Inabe, a very good talent, who is doing a lot of work in Stardom for whatever reason, because her sister's there as well. They stay in Stardom, even though her main promotion, JTO, she's always in Stardom, wrestling over there. I believe she's in the faction Stars, right? In a faction with Shuri. Not Stars, God's Eye. She's in God's Eye. My bad. Tomoka is in God's Eye. There's too many factions over there in Stardom. I don't care. Stephanie Mays, Sari, Nanae again. She's wrestling all year. Unagi Sayaka, Rio, for Progress. She's literally going to every damn promotion. I'm convinced that she'll pop up in NXT for a match as well. So yeah, she's wrestling all over the place. She's doing the rounds. She's getting it all out of her system before she retires. And I believe late spring. So sometime after Mania, I think. So Mako's knees are completely fine is what I'm trying to get at. That's the conclusion of the story. Her knees are fine. He had a great match with Sari. She was holding her own in that match. Cinderella tournament started. I've not seen the results, so don't spoil it. I'm gonna watch it today. But I was hoping, falling again. You notice the mic is falling again. It was up here, now it's here. I was hoping that Hazuki would win the Cinderella tournament. That way she could face Starlight Kid when she wins it. But they decided to go with the young route. So the entire tournament is more younger talent. So now I have no choice to believe. No choice. Like it's a problem. I have no choice. No, but I think gonna be Hannon. I don't love the idea, but probably Hannon against Sayaka. That's my guess. But yeah, I was hoping that Hazuki would win this so she'd get her win against Starlight Kid and get the white belt. But that ain't happening. Let's see, you got Hannon, you got Rina, you got Amasaki, you got Tomoka, got Hina. All the younger talent is in here. Cool, I guess. Okay. But I'm guessing it'll be Sayaka Karara against Hannon. I prefer Rina, but would they really book Hannon to lose to her little sis? I don't think so. But we'll see. Maybe there'll be some interference. Maybe Hannon and Saya have gotten into the feud with somebody in the tag division, and maybe they'll attack during the match. Maybe she'll face Rina, and then Hate will interfere. Maybe Sayaka Matani and Ruka and the crew, Konami, and them will interfere in the match. And that'll have Rina get past Hannon. Then you have Rina against Sayaka in the final. Gary, I agree. Micah's not in there. No Micah. I posted that Micah was going to be in America for Bloodsport. No reaction, no engagement, no pop whatsoever for Micah. Exactly, no. That would put exactly no pop. Nobody cares. Micah coming to Josh Barnett's Bloodsport. No reaction. Exactly, no pop for Micah. I'm be honest, I don't hate Micah. It's a bit that I'm on there now. I'm running with this bit that I hate her. I don't hate Micah. She's my favorite. She's not my favorite. That's all. Just not my favorite. I feel like it's Micah dropping again, but maybe it's just in my head now. No pop for Micah. Maya will be WWE bound one day. Got sources? I doubt it. Your sources are wrong. Your sources are in your dream. I don't think so. I think Mayu Iwatani will stay in Japan. I think she stays in Japan. Talk about evolution. What about it? That ain't official. If we don't know, there's a report that they're trying to plan another evolution for the women. All women's PLE. Sometime in the summer before SummerSlam. Now, if they did this properly, it'd be the biggest women's show in wrestling history. With the talent that they have, it'd be the best they've ever done. Ever in history of wrestling. Talk about NXT talent, talk about main roster talent, talk about Bianca, talk about Rhea, you talk about Stephanie, talk about Julia, EOs, the Lyras, the Beckys, the Charlotte Flairs, the Baileys. You can put on the biggest match, not the biggest match, but the biggest show in the history of women's wrestling. This time around. Could have the talent to do it. I'm talking, if I did it, if I was doing evolution, I stack it up with bangers. Not story stuff, no offense to Chelsea Green, no offense to those type of talent. Just be banger after banger after banger on the entire show. That's what I would do. Just every match is a banger. For example, Stephanie Io on one match, Bianca Charlotte Flair on another match, Rhea, Becky on just big names, big talent in the ring. The entire show, the entire card is banger after banger after banger. Tag matches defended, stuff like that. 7 to 8 matches. I'll go 7. Stephanie Bianca Belair. Oh my god, that'd be great. Just hoopers all on the card. All hoopers. No average talent. All hoopers in the ring. We have a crowd video of Naomi's promo. Let me see this real quick. Let's see.
I start the clock in and stand up for myself. All of y'all turn on me.
That's the line. I talked about before. That's a line. That was her referencing what happened in the past when her and Mercedes walked away. So every time I stand up for myself, all y'all turn on me. I'll play it again, but she's referencing her walking out.
I start the clock in and stand up for myself. All of y'all turn on me. Facts. That's exactly what you doing, Bianca. You ungrateful bitch. I start the clock in and stand up for myself. All of y'all turn on me.
Naomi's great, man. She's great. I mean, I hope they capitalize on this. Because that's great stuff, man. They need to like great. They need to like really, really make sure to get that right. There's no reason why she shouldn't be a great heel on the show. And with Naomi, that's fine. I don't hate that. You should. Why not? It was a powerful performance from her. Very powerful. All right, folks. I'm going to open up the stream for any questions you guys have. I am done running my mouth about anything in particular. Naomi got pushed to the side. Kinda, I guess, but I mean, by Bianca and Jade, I guess it was innocent, but I can see how she can see it that way. Whoever loses to Masha and Lee versus Cora and Tessa on TNA next week will win Cora versus Masha at Sacrifice. Do you agree? Whoever loses? Well, that match is already done. And I'd be shocked if Tessa lost that match. Or Cora was pinned. So yeah, definitely you're correct, because Masha will lose to Cora Jade. So yes, Tessa and Cora will win that match. And then Cora will lose to Masha Slamovich at the big show. At Sacrifice. Rematch tomorrow. Oh yeah, she's facing Shuri on the 9th. That'll be a match of the year contender. Here's my current list for the women, at least. Right now, this is not updated yet. I'm waiting to update it because I know that matches are coming up. I know we're getting Shuri. I know we're getting Mercedes, Momo, and I know we're getting another match. So I'm gonna wait. But Io, Rhea Ripley would be kind of somewhere. I think it'd be like 4 or 5 at this point. Maybe 5 or 6, somewhere in here. I gotta update it, but they'll be in here somewhere. That's where Rhea Ripley, Io will go. But yeah, Shuri, that has a chance to be number 1, I think. And then maybe Mercedes, Momo. It depends on if that was in New Japan. I think it'd be much higher, probably. Mercedes, Momo. But I'm projecting it'll probably fall in somewhere in the middle here. But we'll see. I am a fair observer and tracker, so we'll see what happens. We have 3 or 4 matches this weekend that could possibly be number 1, or in the top 3 at least. That's the type of talent that'll be wrestling here soon. We also have Miyu Watanabe and versus what's her face? Willow Nightingale. That's coming up mid-March as well. It's a big month here for women's wrestling in the month of March. Also have Utami against Victoria Yuzuki. Not sure about that one. Not sure that one will make the cut, but never know. That's why I'm watching it. Never know. So here's the matches that are coming up here tomorrow. This is not live though. That's a problem. It's not live. So I can watch it on VOD, on demand later on. We got Utami against Victoria Yuzuki. 2 very good talents. Victoria very young. Championship against championship. Right. This is the big one. Shuri against Shuri. This is the big one. This could be number 1. It could be number 1. Right now, she has a chance to be the best wrestler of the year again. She was wrestler of the year last year. She's probably going to be that again this year. The wrestlers, I think, have a chance to stop her, to dethrone her for the wrestler of the year in 2025. Starlight Kid, Pat Kamatani. Those are the 2, really. Unfortunately, in WWE, they're not given that many longer singles matches until the PLEs. And oftentimes, I just feel like the women in Japan get more time to cook in the ring. They have more opportunities. Could they have multiple shows, right? She's doing her own shows. She's doing Stardom shows sometimes. She's wrestling in Sinjo. So because you can do more promotions, you have a better chance to get a longer catalog of matches. So probably it'll be Sari at the top with Starlight Kid and Sai Kamatani challenging her for that position for the best wrestler of the year. Right now, I think she's at head with her work so far, but this will be a great match. Match of the year contender. Of course, you got Momo against Mercedes Moné. That's coming up tomorrow. This will be on that list, I'm sure. And then you got, of course, Starlight Kid, Konami. This is a very good match, I'm sure. If Starlight Kid can have the second best match of the year with Arena, she can do that with anybody. So look for Starlight Kid with this reign. I don't know how long this reign will be, because Taro Okada likes to have shorter white belt reigns. But if Starlight Kid gets a lot of defenses, she could have a bunch of bangers and be in contention for Wrestler of the Year. So those are the matches that are coming up. You also have Miyu against Willow coming up. Yeah, so March looking pretty good. You're gonna have Bozilla against Utami as well. Sometime, I don't know when, but sometime that's coming up. We'll save the April matches for later, but this match is happening in April. Masha against Miyu. But we'll talk about that later. We'll just focus on the March matches for now. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot about maybe the biggest one of them all. I completely forgot about Madison Square Garden theater show. Freaking Julia against Stephanie. Big match. What is going to happen? You know what the reports say? The reports have said that Julia is injured and she has a visa issue. Now people are speculating that Stephanie will win that match. But yeah, that's a big match. I forgot about it. Sometimes you exclude the WWE matches, but you shouldn't. That is a big match going down. I don't have an image for that on my Twitter, which is weird. This match is happening also in April. We'll talk about that later. Bozilla, Megan Bang. But yeah, Julia Stephanie is Tuesday. Somebody will be a double champ. Someone will be a double champ. Remember when the match was first announced? People were saying, oh, it'll be a DQ finish. Nope. No DQ, folks. It'll be a title change. Someone will be 2 belts. Somebody will be 2 belts. I'm gonna get a desk stand. It is annoying. Someone will be 2 belts. It'll probably be Stephanie. It'll probably be Stephanie. Nia has the longest white belt reign at 15. Will Jordan Grace beat Roxanne? Yes. Roxanne has her number. Roxanne beat her before, so Jordan Grace will get her win back. She will get her win back. For sure. There's another match. Roxanne, Jordan Grace. The only difference for this show, the commercial breaks. It's harder to have bangers with commercial breaks sometimes because you miss out on some of the action. But I'll be watching it on Netflix to see. So, yeah, Stephanie, Julia, Roxanne, Jordan Grace. Damn, there's a lot of matches to evaluate. That's fine, though. It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to watch them all anyway. So, yeah, those are all going to be in contention for match of the year. Probably. So, yeah, this is stacked. Now, I don't expect this one to make the cut for the top 10. But I'll be watching. I'll be paying attention to it. We'll see what happens. But we are getting Corey Jade against Masha Slamovich. I'm sure it'll be fun. This match is happening on Friday live. A lot of big matches. Wow. A lot of big matches. Crazy. Wow. March is going to be crazy for the women. I'm gonna like look at this once the stream ends. I'm gonna look it up and see like how many matches are coming up and what date are they, so I don't lose track of some of these because a lot of matches happening. A lot are happening. Anyway, hot take: Kalani Jordan will be better wrestler than Roxanne on the main roster. Better wrestler. I think she has the potential to be a bigger star. I think she'll be a bigger star than her. I think. That's what I'm thinking. I think bigger star. Imagine a scenario where next week on TNA, where Cora Jade hits Masha with the TNA title, ref is looking, then Tessa pins Masha. If that happens, obviously that Masha retains. You mean in a tag match? Honestly, if I were TNA, I would really, really think hard about putting the belt on Cora Jade for a short bit, just for the sake of causing a buzz. Might do that, but I don't think they will. So, but I might do that if I was running a business. I say, you know what? Put a belt on Cora Jade for like a month. Masha wins it back. Then Masha loses it to Tessa later. That's what I would do, but I don't think so. Thoughts on Jada Parker? What about her? She's very great on the mic, solid in the ring right now, but amazing mic worker. Fallon is mad that she hasn't got a rematch. That's not happening. Well, actually, that's not true. It might happen. That might happen. Do you think anyone will beat Saya white belt defense record? None under Haro Okada, no. None under him. I don't think so. Again, under Rossi, sure. Under Haro, no. Whoever wins between Cora versus Masha will immediately feud with Tessa. Agreed. It'll be Masha Slamovich. Will Jada Parker ever turn babyface? Was for a short period of time when she was feuding with Roxanne Perez. There's a period of time where she was a face. Very short though. It's very short. Once she lost it to Roxanne, then she went back to being a heel. Soruga could dethrone Chelsea Green. If she get called up after the draft, sure. But right now, I would say not happening. If you could pick who to beat Saya defense record, who would it be? You mean for the white belt? Hazuki. There you go. I like Hazuki. Make it Hazuki. I'm a fan of Hazuki. Let her do that. It won't happen, but I'd say it's Hazuki. When will it be Sol Ruka and Zarya versus Liv and Raquel for the tag titles? Maybe never. Ultimately, Zarya had to turn on Sol Ruka, so maybe to do that, and then Zarya turns, but at some point that turn has to happen, so it just depends on when you want to do that. Dave, I don't care about Dave Meltzer's rankings, or I don't care about his star ratings at all. Zero care. We should all stop caring about Dave Meltzer's ratings. Why does anyone have to turn Will? Well, because Zarya's been that storyline. That's why I see it going. I could be wrong, but that's why I see it going. I see Zarya turning on Sol Ruka. WWE should surprise us and have women's tag titles go back to NXT. That won't happen for a long time. I think Liv and Raquel will be champions for a bit, along with the Judgment Day storyline. So they want the Judgment Day to have gold. So they'll have the tag title for a bit. So I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Maybe they need to make tag titles again for NXT. But I doubt that happens. If you were to have a long reign with belt, would you want to do weekly title defenses or a defense every pay-per-view? Probably like once once every pay-per-view, and then maybe like once a month on like TV. Depending on the promotion though. Liv fans want her involved with the Rhea Bianca EO storyline when she just had the belt for 200 days. I sympathize with them. I sympathize with the Liv Morgan fans. Look at it from their perspective for a second, and I'll probably wrap up the stream. Liv Morgan was champion, lost it at the Netflix debut to Rhea Ripley. You have a situation where they thought they may get a triple threat match between Liv Morgan, Rhea, and EO. Liv Morgan won the tag titles, and they accepted that it won't be Liv Morgan. It'll be Bianca and Rhea Ripley. That's fine, right? Whatever, dream match, fine. But then EO wins the belt. Now they're talking about doing a triple threat match between EO, Rhea Ripley, and Bianca Belair. Like, wait a minute. Why weren't we the one in that triple threat? Why is EO in it and not us? Well, not us, but not our fave. I understand. I understand it. Now I understand why they want EO over Liv Morgan, potentially. Understand that as well. But I get how you could be upset that your fave is not in the match. When she was champion, she had a storyline with Rhea Ripley. She had a story with Bianca Belair. They're all beefing, but she's not in it, but EO is. I understand being upset like that. You gotta get over it. They get over it, but I understand getting upset like that. Liv Morgan was never supposed to be champion in the first place. I mean, maybe she would have won the belt anyway, but yeah, I agree. The Rhea injury changed things, but perhaps it was always going to happen. Will there be a lot of the Masha gonna kill you chants? I don't know. Probably. Let me look at Twitter for one last time and see what's on there. I'll look at Reddit for one last time and see what's on there. If anything else popped up. Cinema. Telling you Mako will be back in America for Stand and Deliver. Could be wrong, but maybe not. We'll see. Anything on Twitter, on Reddit? Saturday Night Main Event is going to Boston? Cool, I guess. So Boston will enjoy Saturday Night Main Event in the summer. And that's pretty much it. I gotta go watch the Stardom, see what happened in the Cinderella tournament. I think whenever Finn leaves, Judgment Day, that's when he will be world champion, maybe. Who's gonna join the Judgment Day? Who knows? Maybe it'll be Aleister Black. We'll see. All right, folks. That's it for the stream. Do me a favor, hit like, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Mania season. It's fun. Fun times. Hopefully all the shows are good. Very story driven. A lot of great moments on the shows. We don't want any boring moments heading into Mania. We'll be heading to Europe on Friday. So we got some hot European crowds. We have Madison Square Garden on Monday. So big crowds, big hype, should be lively all the way into London. And then we'll be back in Chicago on the 1st of April. The first show in April, we'll be back in Chicago. So, but yeah, we're going to Europe next week. So it should be fun. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Talk to you guys later. See you on Twitter. Peace.